From the very beginning of this video, you'll witness shocking footage that seems to suggest a creature of immense size emerging from the ocean's depths, causing a cruise ship to capsize with a powerful attack. This isn't your average sea footage, and the images are enough to leave anyone in awe and fear. But what if I told you that these strange occurrences may not be as fictional as they seem? What if these creatures, appearing out of nowhere, are not just some figment of modern imagination but part of an ancient myth, a myth that has been passed down through generations, the Leviathan? The Leviathan is a name that has haunted sailors and sea explorers for centuries. A mythical sea creature of enormous proportions, capable of destruction so severe it could bring entire ships to ruin. But in today's world of viral videos and mysterious sightings, the question arises, could it be possible that the Leviathan is real? Or is this simply a case of overactive imaginations and exaggerated reports? In this video, I'm going to dive deep into this mystery and uncover the truth about the Leviathan and its connection to real-life disappearances, strange creatures, and ancient folklore. Let's first take a look at the infamous USS Cyclops, an American warship that disappeared without a trace in 1918 during World War I. The ship was on a top-secret mission in the Atlantic Ocean, and its primary goal was to destroy German U-boats, a mission that was critical to the war effort. But one fateful day, the USS Cyclops vanished completely. No wreckage was found, and no explanation was given for its disappearance for many years. But it wasn't just the ship's disappearance that raised questions. It was the haunting final message sent by the captain of the ship, a message that is still etched in the minds of many. Before the ship vanished, the captain sent a radio message that sent chills down the spine of everyone who heard it. In his desperate plea for help, he described an attack coming from something that wasn't human, nor was it another ship. According to the captain, this attack was from something far worse, something that came from the very depths of the ocean. He described the creature as having eyes that burned like fire, and even though the ship fired torpedoes at it, the creature didn't seem to be affected. It was as if this monstrous entity was invincible. And then, just like that, the ship went silent and the radio communication ended. For over a century, the mystery of the USS Cyclops and its crew of 309 individuals remained unsolved. But in 2017, something remarkable happened. During a routine mapping of the ocean floor, the U.S. Navy discovered the wreckage of the USS Cyclops, buried deep beneath the waves, 2,000 meters below the surface. But what they found was far from ordinary. The condition of the wreckage didn't resemble a typical shipwreck caused by a storm or collision. Instead, it appeared as if something had crushed the ship with incredible force. Bite marks, so massive that they could easily swallow an entire car, were found on the ship's hull. What's even more terrifying is that the wreckage showed no signs of human remains. There were no skeletons, no bloodstains, nothing to suggest what had happened to the crew. This raised a chilling question. Could this attack have been the work of the Leviathan? This wasn't the first time that sailors and explorers reported encounters with gigantic sea creatures that defy belief. The myth of the Leviathan has existed for centuries, and it's far from being the only mythological sea monster in history. Ancient texts and legends tell of other creatures that seem to echo the terrifying nature of the Leviathan. One such myth is the story of Leviathan, a massive sea serpent described in ancient Sumerian texts. Leviathan was said to have 7 heads and was large enough to coil itself around entire islands. The creature's head was so huge that it could swallow entire ships in a single gulp. Whenever Leviathan emerged from the depths of the ocean, it was said that it would cause massive storms that could destroy entire civilizations. These ancient stories paint a picture of a sea creature so powerful that no human technology or force could withstand its wrath. Could it be that the Leviathan, or perhaps a creature like it, exists in the depths of the ocean today. While many would dismiss such claims as legends or fantasies, the reality is that our oceans remain largely unexplored. Over 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans, and a vast majority of that is still shrouded in mystery. With every year, new species are discovered in the ocean, some of which defy traditional understanding of marine life. Could there be enormous, undiscovered creatures lurking in the depths? Creatures whose size and power could rival the ancient myths? The possibility is both exciting and terrifying, and it's something that deserves serious consideration. Many believe that the oceans are hiding secrets that are too dangerous for us to understand. The Leviathan may not just be a myth. It could represent a real, ancient predator that roams the deepest parts of the sea. There have been other unexplained phenomena in the ocean, such as strange sounds and sightings, that suggest the presence of enormous creatures. For instance, there are numerous reports of massive, serpent-like creatures being sighted in the waters off the coast of New Zealand and other parts of the world. These creatures are said to be so large that they resemble the mythical Leviathan, with some claiming that these creatures are up to 3 kilometers long. Could these sightings be the beginning of an unraveling mystery, or are they simply misidentified marine animals? It's also important to consider the historical context of the Leviathan myth. Many cultures, including the ancient Hebrews, Greeks, and Egyptians, have stories of massive sea monsters that terrorized sailors and destroyed ships. These creatures were often seen as symbols of chaos and destruction, representing forces beyond human control. The Leviathan itself was often described as a creature of unimaginable size, powerful enough to bring down entire civilizations. Could these ancient accounts be based on real encounters with such creatures? Or were they simply exaggerated stories meant to explain the mysteries of the sea? The bottom line is that the mystery of the Leviathan is far from over. Whether you believe in the creature or not, the stories surrounding it continue to captivate the imagination of people around the world. The question remains, is the Leviathan real? Or is it simply a symbol of the unknown dangers lurking beneath the ocean's surface? As more discoveries are made in the depths of the ocean, we may one day uncover the truth about this ancient myth. But for now, the Leviathan remains one of the greatest mysteries of the sea. So, what do you think? Could the Leviathan be more than just a myth? Are there creatures out there that defy the laws of nature as we know them? The ocean is full of secrets, and who knows what might be lurking beneath its waves, waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more mysterious and mind-bending stories like this one. Keep exploring the unknown with me, and together, we'll continue to unravel the mysteries of the sea.